Jessica promised to help Elizabeth find the perfect dress for the winter formal. The book ignores the question of who Elizabeth will go to the formal with. Does she have a date? It's not like the Sweet Valley series to ignore romance.
Argofunk Book Review, Argofunk Book Review.
A rock star named Johnny Buck is in town. Jessica's a major buckhead. Tickets for the concert are $60. The girls ask their parents if they can go. Did Mom and Dad not get any sleep last night? They look really tired. Mom and Dad refuse to let the girls go to a concert without a chaperone. That's bad news, because they don't know a single adult in town who can watch them. Jessica runs away crying, saying, "It's not fair! Mom and Dad are ruining her life!" Jessica needs money for her ticket, so she puts babysitting flyers all over the neighborhood. She doesn't get any single calls back. Either her neighbors know how terrible she is, or this is Babysitters Club territory. Jessica bought a jacket last week. She pretends to be friends with Amy in order to trick Amy into buying the jacket from her. Elizabeth interrupts, telling Amy she can get the same jacket in the correct size and color at the store for much cheaper. Jessica is so mad, she imitates the about to say something meme. I think that's... Every 10 pages or so, Elizabeth reminds Jessica she promised to go dress shopping together. Jessica says, "Oh, sure, I'll do that right away." Only she doesn't, because she's selfish and doesn't care about anyone but herself. After the 4th time this happens, you'd think Elizabeth would wise up, but no. We get 5 more scenes where Jessica lies and blows off her sister. The book acts like, ha ha ha, Jessica's so flaky. But it makes me hate her lying face. Jessica learns Mrs. Bramble is paying $60 for a dog sitter. The problem is that Jessica is afraid of dogs. She screams and runs away whenever she sees one. Mrs. Bramble's dog is so cute. I don't know why Jessica hates it. Jessica lies to get the dog-sitting job. She lies in order to get paid up front. She lies to her family about the job so she can ditch the dog at home. Whenever it's time to take care of the dog, Jessica runs away, forcing her family members to take care of the dog. I don't know why they put up with this. They all know Jessica's being paid to watch the dog. Mom should step in and say, "You did none of the work, you get none of the pay." Jessica lies to her friends. She says Johnny promised to meet her after the concert. I have no idea why she tells such an obvious lie. There's no way that will ever happen. She's totally gonna get caught. Jessica complains her parents don't want her to go to the concert. That's a problem she should have thought about before she bought a ticket. Lila and Jessica make a plan. Jessica will pretend she's at a sleepover at Lila's house, when really they'll sneak out and go to the concert together. Jessica gets Elizabeth on board with this plan by saying, "I won't be lying to our parents." That's not true. She says she'll be at Lila's when she will not be at Lila's. That is a lie. On the day of the concert, Jessica steals Elizabeth's new dress and earrings for Mom's birthday. Jessica tells herself no one will ever find out. Predictably, Jessica ruins the dress and loses one of the earrings. Again, the book plays it off like, "Ha ha ha, Jessica is so flaky." Mom should say, "Ha ha ha, Jessica is so grounded." Mrs. Bramble calls with bad news. Her bus broke down, and the only people who can help are the Super Mario Brothers. Those guys are plumbers, not repairmen. There's no way they can fix the bus on time. Jessica doesn't want to wait, so she ties up the dog outside. The dog escapes. Jessica enjoys flirting with Bruce at the concert, but that's about it. She doesn't like the large crowd. She makes her way to the stage, but Johnny doesn't notice her. She does get a signed photo, but 30 other people get the same thing. Not exactly the VIP experience Jessica was hoping for. Elizabeth and Amy spend hours looking for the lost dog. Mom thinks Jessica should help search because the situation is all her fault. Elizabeth doesn't want Jessica to get in trouble, though, so she purposely distracts Mom long enough for Jessica to get back from the concert. I thought Elizabeth was the good twin. Fortunately, the dog is found, safe and sound. Mom is mad, but not mad enough to, actually talk to Jessica. She sends Elizabeth to do that. Elizabeth covers for Jessica's lies. Jessica is forced to apologize to Mrs. Bramble. Mrs. Bramble was a rule-breaking teenager when she was younger, so she is sympathetic. Mrs. Bramble also helps cover for Jessica's lies. The end. Postbook follow-up. Francine Pascal died about 7 months ago, at the age of 92. This is the first Sweet Valley book printed after her death. I think it would have been nice to give her some kind of special dedication in this book. It would also be nice if the authors of the original Sweet Valley Twins books got credit for their ghostwriting work. I think the graphic novel is better than the original book because we can't hear Jessica's thoughts. As a result, she comes across as more light-hearted and flaky, not cruel and manipulative. But if you stop to think about the sheer number of lies that Jessica tells, it's really hard to see her as the innocent victim the book wants you to think she is. No, she's a selfish liar who does terrible things and deserves to be seriously punished. Although Mom does say you're grounded in this version, we never see the promised punishment. Another upgrade to the graphic novel is a tech upgrade. Mom tells Elizabeth to text Jessica. Why didn't Mom text Jessica herself? She could have used the Find My Phone app to locate Jessica, but of course that didn't happen because it would have exposed Jessica's lies. So there's a tech upgrade, but not enough of a tech upgrade to change the story. Overall, I didn't like it. It is a faithful adaptation of the original book, I'll give it that, but I hated the original. So yeah, I don't like this one either. If only we had an ending where Jessica got into so much trouble, that would be great. As the father of a teenager, that is the only ending I will find acceptable. At least the artwork's pretty good. I give Sweet Valley Twins graphic novel number 5, Sneaking Out, a 2 out of 10.